A woman pressed a button, and a shark was slowly lowered into the water as food for the park's largest attraction. Seconds later, the water exploded. A gigantic dragon-like creature emerged from the depths and swallowed the entire shark in a single bite. Everyone watching was left speechless. Moments later, a massive wave crashed over the viewing platform, soaking everyone nearby. As the creature surfaced, its true size became visible. It was nearly 100 meters long. This was Jurassic Park, a place where dinosaurs once again walked the earth. More than a decade earlier, scientists had recovered dinosaur DNA from a mosquito trapped inside ancient amber. Using advanced genetic engineering, they combined the DNA with genes from modern animals and successfully brought extinct creatures back to life. Ellie was responsible for overseeing the park's operations. One day, the park's owner arrived to inspect the facility. During the tour, Ellie introduced him to their newest and most dangerous creation, Indominus Rex. However, the moment they entered its enclosure, something felt wrong. Deep claw marks covered the reinforced glass walls. Then the owner looked into the creature's eyes. For the first time, he felt genuinely afraid. Concerned about safety, he decided to ask for Nick's opinion. Nick was a former Navy soldier and the park's most experienced dinosaur handler. When Nick entered the enclosure, he immediately noticed something strange. The Indominus Rex was nowhere to be seen. Even the thermal cameras failed to detect it. Then Nick spotted massive claw marks running along the walls. His blood ran cold. There was only one possible explanation. The Indominus Rex had escaped. Ellie rushed to the control center and ordered an emergency evacuation, but a shocking discovery stopped everyone. According to the tracking system, the dinosaur was still inside the enclosure. Believing there had been a malfunction, Nick and several workers entered the area to investigate. Moments later, the control center realized the horrifying truth. The dinosaur hadn't escaped. It had removed its tracking device and deliberately left it behind. It was a trap. The staff desperately tried to warn Nick, but it was already too late. Without warning, the Indominus Rex appeared. One worker couldn't reach safety in time and was swallowed whole. Another barely escaped as the security gate slammed shut behind him. Nick ran for his life. Just as the gate closed, he managed to dive through. But the Indominus Rex wasn't finished. With unbelievable strength, it smashed through the enclosure and escaped into the park. Nick quickly hid beneath a nearby vehicle. As the massive predator approached, fear nearly stopped him from breathing. Using its powerful sense of smell, the creature located another worker hiding nearby. It flipped the vehicle over and devoured him instantly. Desperate to survive, Nick used his knife to cut a fuel line. Gasoline poured onto the ground. He hoped the strong smell would mask his scent. Slowly, the Indominus Rex moved closer. Its enormous jaws stopped only inches from Nick's face. One wrong move would mean certain death. Terrified, Nick remained completely still. Fortunately, the gasoline smell confused the dinosaur. After a few tense moments, it turned away and walked off. But there was another problem. The creature was heading south, straight toward thousands of unsuspecting tourists. Ellie immediately demanded a full evacuation. However, the park owner refused. He feared that news of a dinosaur escape would destroy the park's reputation and cost millions of dollars. Instead, he sent in a heavily armed security team. Following the tracker signal, the team eventually found what appeared to be a piece of bloody meat. Attached to it was the tracking device. The team leader was trying to understand what had happened when something warm landed on his shoulder. It was blood. Slowly, he looked up. Before he could react, the Indominus Rex attacked from above. Its massive foot crushed him instantly. Panic erupted. The Indominus Rex had become the perfect killing machine. Within minutes, it tore through an entire squad of armed soldiers as if they